I'm Megan Morris, and welcome to Megan Morris TV. Selling your home comes with many stresses, and moving should not be one of them. I'm here with some special guests today that know a lot about staging, moving, real estate. Rajia and Kristen Ackley, and they're from Coldwell Banker, and they're giving us a lot of insights and some of the experiences we've had together.
We're so excited to be here with you today. We're ready.
Thank you.
Such an honor. Thanks.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well,
I can't wait to hear your laugh this entire time. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
well, that tends to happen with us, right?
I can't wait.
Always.
Yeah. So, how long have you guys been doing real estate here?
I always joke that I've been in it since '94.
Right.
You know, people look at me and they're obviously like, "Wait a minute," but
Yeah.
I was born into it. I don't
Right.
even think I had an option. So my mom's been in it for many, many years. We
Yes.
won't give her a number,
Right.
you know, but a really long time. And so I graduated my master's in business about 3 years ago, and I came straight into real estate, and I
Right.
haven't looked back since.
That's right.
She got her real estate license at 18. She's ready.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're with this one, you really
Right.
don't have a choice.
Right.
So she's the expert in our industry.
Well, I know it comes so naturally for you, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. I know we had an experience recently where we do a lot of moves with you,
Yes.
and we appreciate that. But I know there was a situation where we didn't get to work with you, and I know it ended up being kind of a fiasco. So I just wanted to talk about that because I don't know if everybody realizes how important it is to have a reliable moving company on the day of closing.
Exactly.
What's on the other side?
Right.
Exactly. We had an executive relocation. The people had moved in from Connecticut, and the seller decided to not use Megan, which I was surprised. And she had, the day before closing, 3 movers, and 2 didn't show up. So she canceled the move to the day of closing, which was a total disaster. We had everyone have to sit around and wait 8 hours for her movers to move her on the day of closing.
Right.
So
yeah, it's important to
Rely-
do it right.
If you've moved one time, you know how stressful
That's
it is.
right. And
It is.
every time we have moved with you, you have been prompt,
Stressless.
stressless,
Yes.
but it was important. Your people were so friendly, and it just made the whole process so much easier for us. And I thought, wow, I like these people.
Well,
but
thank
they
you.
did it quickly, and it was just fun.
Well, thank you.
And Megan, sometimes they go into a house not even knowing that you staged it, and I see one of your subtle wine or champagne bottles, and I'm like, I get so excited. I'm like, no wonder it looks so good. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, thank you. So how far out do you think people need to plan when they're getting ready to move?
With us,
Well,
it,
yeah, when the
yes.
house sells, when they think it sells, you've got 3 days or...
Yeah, it's about 30 days because that's when people start thinking. First, they have to get through all of the transactions and
Right.
those entities, but it takes about 30 days, and then they start thinking, oh my gosh, now I've got to plan this, and
Right.
everything then starts playing
Right.
into effect. But
Right, and we don't mind doing all the nitty-gritty stuff, too. We have some people that just want us to move the big things. We have other people like, I'm so stressed, just pack it all for me.
Yeah. I want a full move, just for future reference.
Right.
Take everything.
Yeah, take everything.
Well, and with us, you helped us move our wine.
Yes.
Yeah, that was,
Refrigerator.
that was serious. She takes her wine very seriously, you guys.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
Thank you. Well, you guys have a lot of different services as well. So
We absolutely
yes,
do.
Let's talk about some of those.
Well, Kristen and I both own several different companies in Central Florida, other than Coldwell Banker Ackley Realty, which has about 100 agents and staff. We have Ackley Florida Property Management, which helps investors throughout the globe.
Right.
We manage over 700 properties. So.
Wow.
So anybody who has a second home or portfolio. So
Right.
it ranges kind of like your services do. I mean, we can help pretty much anybody if they have more than one home or if they need help managing their home as well.
Right.
Right.
Well, and that's everything from like lawn care to
Absolutely,
making sure it's
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And our goal is wealth building. So
Right.
we want to empower others to have more investments for their future. And it's
Right.
really simple. We call it wealth building 1, 2, 3.
right. And real estate historically has always been a wonderful way to build wealth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Isn't that true? And people don't want the stress of managing their home. Like, they don't want the stress of moving.
Right.
So we do all the nitty gritty. I can't tell
Yeah.
you, I've done like plunging out drains.
Right.
And then really like fun stuff too. So we've done it all. I'll put my boots on.
Can't
I
you
am
see
not
her doing that with her
scared.
cute little...
Yes. I scream. I scream. Don't get me wrong.
They are Burberry boots, but she does put them
They
on.
are actually. They actually are. They actually are.
I know.
I had to get rid of a snake that was like this big.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't. It took me an hour.
Yeah.
I was by myself screaming at the top of my lungs, but hey, I got it out. It was me versus
What you do
the
when
worm.
you're in
That's
real
what you
estate.
do. You do.
Do
You do
whatever
it all.
you're gonna do.
Well, with our investment, we also want it stress-free too, and that's
Right.
what's so important, to have the right team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel with Ackley, Florida, we do have the right team, the same as you do, because
Get what you pay for.
as a great
Yes.
leader that you are, you have to have the right people to execute and
Right.
give that service so that it's to every consumer that you meet with your
Right.
with your
Right.
team.
Preach,
Yeah.
girl. So
It takes
true.
time. It takes time to build that network of people.
Right.
I know.
Trial and error.
Right. That's we've gotten there. Well, we've also done some fun projects together. I know we've and that's what's so much fun with you guys. You do a lot of different kinds of real estate. I don't know, great ways to events. And one that we really enjoyed doing together was for the pet adoption.
Yeah.
We had a dog kissing booth, and our dogs worked very hard
Which
that
is
day.
the best kind of kissing booth, if you ask me.
We made a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah.
It was
Kissing
really
the
fun.
booth.
Yeah.
For the,
I asked Megan probably 2 seconds before our event. Like, in reality, maybe, like, I don't know, 4 days before. I was like, Megan, please, is there anything that you can do? Megan was like, say no more. And I was nervous because I hadn't heard from you.
and the next thing you know, there's this
Megan
huge
rolls up with this
production.
massive truck and this, like, commercial-sized kissing van. If there is a commercial-sized, like, kissing booth.
I take kissing
mean,
booths very
very
seriously.
You
seriously.
did take it very seriously.
I know. We're going to have to post pictures so everybody can see how legit it was.
understand.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because those were fun.
All the big dogs could climb up. It was so
Yeah,
cool.
we had different levels. So the little dogs could sit on the
Yeah.
ledge. The bigger dogs had a platform.
So
the
you got to
medium-sized.
kiss
Yeah,
the
and
doggy.
I was surprised how many, especially
yeah.
men, came out and kissed our dogs.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
a lot of them. Some people
Everyone,
didn't leave. I was like, all right, that's enough.
okay,
Let's go.
come on.
children and pets is what it's all
It
about.
was
I know. It was really, really fun. It was hot.
Well, and
but
that's
it was
what
fun.
it's all about, is having fun, doing what you do best,
Right.
and helping the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was for a really good cause.
Yeah,
We had fun, but
that
it really
was.
made a difference.
Yes, that's great.
So,
Yeah, well, tell us some of the. Do you have any stats with your office? Any interesting things that you'd like to tell that's different about your office?
I'm going to leave the numbers to you. She's the momager. So, don't ask me too many numbers.
Well, you have a good background too, though.
I know.
You do. Well, our production is probably 120 million in sales volume.
Okay, wow, that's very impressive. Yeah, very. That's exciting.
Yeah, we
And then-
have such a great team, and our culture is more of a family culture, so
Right.
that's
We're super
important
family-oriented.
to us.
Yeah,
you
I can
know.
see that.
Well, I mean, mom and daughter, hello.
I know. Yeah,
I know.
And we're all on the same tennis team as well, so we did.
And
guys
we
ever play
won.
together? Do you ever play together?
We play all the time together.
She's out of my league.
I am way better than her. I'm not going to lie. I will play with her, though.
She does not play with me.
I do play
doesn't
with
play
her.
nice?
Well, sometimes we take lessons together.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
I
As
know.
long as she dominates, that's good.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, see, you're good at it. You're good at everything. And you're
Yeah.
and you're 25, so heck, you've got that on your side too.
Exactly. Well, I know.
We were
Exact-
really
well,
good at 25
That's right.
too.
Yeah.
You know?
29.
I know. I'm like, everyone's like, how do you get to the ball? And I'm like, I mean, no offense, I'm half your age.
Right.
So,
A little smart aleck.
and then the ball hits me in the head, and I wonder why. Yeah. So I'm like, wait, where did that come from?
Oh, well, make sure if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have any comments or feedback, we look forward to your comments. We love talking to people on and off the air, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The one thing, too, I wanted to mention, Megan, that we appreciate for the many different times that we've utilized your services for Kristen and I personally. I think you've moved us like 4 times within a year.
We should talk about that later.
Well, we moved in and out until till
Right.
we moved into Alworth, and then you moved our office twice into different locations. But it's the concierge white glove service that we appreciate so much that I
Isn't
don't
that the
think
truth?
people realize that how important it is for all the details and the attention
I mean, details
that
is
you
where
all
it gets
give.
sticky, right?
Right.
So it's like you forget about this or that, and that's kind of where you guys step in to make sure none of that happens.
Yeah.
Right, and
no detail is left.
Yeah, and that's the hard part when you're comparing prices and everything. You think it's apples to apples, but we go the extra mile with so many different ways. We protect the stairs, we protect the railings, we protect the doors, we protect the floors.
Absolutely.
We take all these precautions,
And you
it makes a
protect
difference.
Our sanity.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, because it's stressful when you're moving.
Yes,
I mean,
I know.
you're trying to get to closing and so forth, just like that closing that we had. They don't
Right.
realize that everyone's depending
On that time frame.
I mean,
the
we were
time
like
frame
you,
and
yeah.
one person moving to another person moving. It's a
Right.
lot, but
Yeah, well, you do a good
Important.
job at protecting your clients.
yeah,
We
thank
try.
you.
We do try.
Yeah, and I know you take care of them a lot. And the home management side, I can't imagine just taking care of my house.
It's
a lot of work.
crazy, but it's fun.
It is.
It's crazy, but it's fun.
It is our passion, and we absolutely love the property management side.
Right.
You know, because we get to work with so many investors. I think we change a lot of people's lives.
Right.
Yeah.
With helping them find the right investments, analyzing the details, making sure they get the right investment. And then once they're with us, it's stress-free for them.
Right.
So that's
You take
And the
care of them.
market right now is popping. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. It's really, really, it's
is.
really, really hot. Yeah. So people are selling, buying investments, selling some of their investments. I mean, it's a really positive
Yeah.
market right now.
Yeah.
So we've been a bit busy, but in such a good way.
Yeah, we like being busy, right?
I
We
know.
like
I love
being
being busy. A little less tennis.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Yeah,
We're-
we'll make the sacrifice.
Well, our business is like your business, because I think we're more of a partnership.
Right.
Yeah.
So that no matter what, I mean, people are always thinking of moving, and it's whether they're upsizing, they're downsizing,
Yeah.
Right.
marriage, divorce. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
relocation.
Even
and
our tenants are moving too. Sometimes
That's
people
right.
aren't buying houses. Sometimes
Right.
they're moving.
And sometimes they're moving from the rental to their actual homes.
Right.
So it's so nice to have a company. To me, the most important word that I'm going to say is trust.
Right.
You know, when you have credibility, that's so important. But to be able to trust that you're going to get there on time,
Right.
you're going to have the right number of movers there, so that there's nothing falls through the cracks.
Right. There's really a science to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Is
it's taken a
science. and
long
people
time.
don't realize it when they try to shop and compare. The same
Right.
for my business.
Yeah.
For my relocation, it's important for me that all of our clients get that concierge service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what we stress, and we stress it for our tenants, our
Right.
owners. So no matter what properties you have, to give them that same quality of
Right.
service is so important. And that's why I feel like you and I have that bond
Yeah.
with the same quality of white gloves
Right.
and the concierge. That's my big word, concierge
Yes,
treatment.
it is.
Important.
It
Megan,
is.
last year I had to move my boyfriend out of his house. Okay, his apartment, I should say. I mean, we're pretty young, and
Yeah.
I was
Didn't have a
this
lot
is-
of stuff, but
Yeah, not a lot of stuff. I was like, this is no big deal. And I was like, are we getting movers? And he was like, no, I don't think we'll need it.
yeah.
Let me tell you, we at the end of the day both looked at each other and we were like, never again. It
Yeah.
was just us. His parents helped,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
a little bit older. They couldn't lift the heavy stuff. We had to take apart his bed. We had to take the couch. I was like,
It's
the
a lot of
moving,
work.
Yeah, the moving people that were there, moving other people out, like offered me a job. And I
know you're
I
hard
may
worker.
lose her
I
to
know.
you.
I know. So you can offer me a job later.
we'll
We'll
take
talk
you.
about it. Don't look at her directly in the eye. She does pack me lunch sometimes, though, so that's really nice.
You make
Benefits
a
of
very
working with
cute
your
mover.
mom. I know. She's the best.
Well, the other reason that I think it's very helpful having professionals, a lot of times when people like in a situation where they might be building one house and it's not ready yet and they have to move out of the other one,
Which is what we did, and you came to
and you
move
go
us.
to a
Yep.
storage unit. A lot of people don't know how to. They're like, I have no idea what size storage unit I should get. I mean, it's really hard to figure that out in your head, and that's where our team really comes into play. They know how to
For sure.
figure it out. There's a
It's like
mathematical.
Tetris. They put everything in there perfectly.
Yes, it's stacked just right. And so that's why it's really important to have the right kind of boxes, and that's why everything we
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
is made for
Well, also, they
storing.
just save
and,
money on not getting a bigger storage unit
Yeah.
than you need if they're
Right.
getting
Right.
the appropriate size.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I stack it all the way up, and they know how to
Perfectly.
do it. Yes.
Nothing gets messed up or broken.
Right.
Like, as for our case, I think we broke a couple tables. I was like pulling it by that one leg at the end.
And through all of our moves, we've not had anything to break. So that's really impressive.
Right. That is good.
That's awesome, right?
And my wine made it safe.
well,
that's-
you know, it was
that's
such a
very
small
important.
move. Even the small moves.
You do have a nice wine.
Yeah, she has
Yes.
a lot of wine.
Yes, nice wine collection. And champagne.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, who do you love more, me or the wine? Just pleads the fifth.
Yeah, I do love that room too. That's beautiful.
It's pretty nice, right?
It is. So let everybody know, our studio audience too, what your contact information is, because I'm sure they'd love to know more about what you do.
Who do you
and-
want them to contact, me or you? Oh, okay. Well, you can contact both of us. Our office number is 407-846-4040, and our companies are Coldwell Banker Ackley Realty and Ackley Florida Property Management. And they're separate numbers, but if you contact that main number, they'll make sure you get sorted correctly. Again, Kristen and Rajia.
Yay! Well, thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much for having us be on the show
my
and
gosh.
being here
My
today.
pleasure.
I know
And
you're
if
very
there's
busy.
anything
Are we
that we
over
can-
already? I'm ready to. I thought we were bringing in lunch and stuff.
Or some mimosas.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Waiters.
Yes, please subscribe for more updates, and we'll look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining us
guys.
today. Bye-bye.